It's 6:45 in the morning. It's 3 degrees outside. That means 3 times entries today for the Lot Lizard giveaway. Go to lsnasty.com and get entered to win. I'm freezing. It is very early. I don't have much else to say other than I want to be somewhere warm and somewhere sleeping and not freezing my ass off like we are right now. We got very exciting plans for today. We're going to TKM Performance. As you guys can tell, we got to bring one of the very important pieces of machinery, this big heavy ass blower, which is probably, yep, 4 degrees, 1 degree warmer than it is outside, which is great. So we're going to pick this up, carry this in the truck, and then freeze.
Well, look, we don't have to really like grab a hold of it. If we just like touch it, our hands will stick to it, and then we can just do it.
I like where your head's at. It's so cold.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. Wintertime is fully
I'm
here.
Double jacketing right now. Not prepared for winter. No, not at all. Not at all. Guys, it is the afternoon up here at TKM. A lot of business going on, a lot of talking, a lot of going over some stuff. We got the red Lobster engine loaded up. Would you look at it? Would you just look at it? This sucker here is loaded up, ready to go. We got some more parts right there. So I am very excited about it. Before we get too far into this video, don't forget, we got the toy drive going on. So send your toys to LS Nasty. I'll put the address in the description below. We got our giveaway going on for our truck. And we got cars and coffee going on in the near future. So we're going to run here and check out some of the new stuff they're working on here at TKM. We're going to go right to the back. Is there anything you got going on over here, Cornbread?
Sir, I'm just working away. You know, Kevin ain't gonna see this, is he?
Freaking dick. All right, I said that not a lot of work goes on in this place, but I was mainly just talking about Sammy in this section over here. So we got some parts laid out. We're going to talk about.
We got them $1 off lift plates if anybody needs one.
The cheapest on the market.
$1 off, whatever.
Assembly going on here. Oh, what do you got going on? What are you,
I'm going to show everybody the difference between a shelf piston and a TKM piston.
He means business. He's got the hat backwards and everything, don't he? Sammy, real quick, while they're getting everything set up, talk to us about this gem that you're putting together.
It's just another run-of-the-mill badass Victor Senior style small block Ford.
Big small block Ford guy. I don't know, you assembled the Red Lobster motor.
Yeah.
How was that thing?
It was a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Like every small block Ford.
From John Dock, yeah. But no, I mean, it's just, you know, probably 2,800, 3,000 horsepower deal, you know.
3,000, just
normal shit.
Normal stuff.
Yep.
Damn, this thing is pretty serious.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an iron block deal. It's not our Shelby block, but I mean, some people, they like what they like, you know.
And this thing's gonna be set up when they get it from you guys. You already prime it with oil, set it right in the car, put your intake on it, fire it up.
Well, in this case, this one, I will prime it, but it's actually, it'll have an external pump.
Dry sump?
Yeah, so I'll set up a little system on here and try to prime it, and then I'll set in the cam sync, and yeah, pretty much bolt the intake on it and send it. We didn't put any vents in the valve covers because he's got to kind of figure out how he really wants to do it, and that's what he wanted to do. We'd rather, you know, put it in, not have to take anything back apart, but in this case, I guess he's got some fitment issues and stuff. But
I guess like the Red Lobster motor, perfect example. It's got the intake on it and everything, the motor plate on it. I'm literally going to set that in the car.
Right.
Like I'm going to get it back, put the flex plate on it, stuff it in the car.
You got to put your oil pan on. That's it.
Oh yeah, I do. I got a new one. I didn't bring it up here. I got a new oil pan. Yeah. But yeah, this thing is, and you guys do them all. You got LS engines, small block Ford, Coyotes. Coyote guy right there. Oh, shame on me. Shame on me. God dang.
You gotta call DEVIN for them,
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was an LSX block. All right.
So who's gonna be faster, Bloodbath or Red Lobster?
Red Lobster. Red Lobster. All right, so we got John Boy over here. Is the what are you? The parts connoisseur?
Man, I don't know what I am.
You call whenever you guys call up here. This is who you talk to.
Yeah, leave a voicemail and I'll call you back.
All right, so we got some new products. New product alert. These are absolutely badass. I think when these were like finishing production, we talked about them once before.
We did, yeah. I was just showing, you know, our backing paper we got now look a little bit more professional, you know. Then I don't know if we ever showed the crank block off for if you're not running the internal reluctor wheel.
Ooh, I like that.
So we got them going on now.
Okay.
Yeah, and obviously we showed the cam sync plate.
So you got the HOLLEY cam sensor that goes in here, or you can run the factory cam sensor. You got your billet LS front cover with your provisions for turbo drains, or you can just plug them. So literally the end all be all of stock front covers.
Yep. And
Absolutely.
we're working on doing the fuel pump job too.
Ooh.
Yeah, starting that next week.
Ooh, very nice. So you have some options here. So you guys can run this on your stock block deal.
1 horsepower and up.
Is that what it is?
1 horsepower and up.
This thing is
Kevin Mullins.
bad to the bone. And then we got some, so we're going to leave the LS stuff out. Well, those are LS pistons.
Yeah, we can touch on the LS piston.
Yeah, let's talk about some LS stuff.
So here's your basic shelf piston is what we're going to call it. So any part number that's got a K on it's a shelf piston. You know, so this is your general stuff. This is actually one of their nicer models that's plated. It's got this is their boost model, so it's got a decent distance for the top ring gland on there. But then you get these puny wrist pins right here.
Yeah, we don't want that's some.
Y'all boys trying to make some power, junk.
Some middle of the mall shit
Junk.
right there.
So here's one of our TKM pistons right here. So it's a little bit better, more material in the bottom. This one's actually got some gas porting going on with it. You know, it's set up for LS1, LS3 cylinder heads. We actually got one in the works that's going to be a hybrid that'll work even with LS7 on the valve pockets. You know, and then our stuff comes standard with a good thick wall tool steel pin with, you know, on all our pistons. And our pistons are ultimately just a hair more expensive than a shelf piston.
Yeah, so you can see the bottom of both of those.
Yeah.
It's a little beefier here, up inside here, just a little bit. I mean, it's not drastic, but you see how it's all cut out in here. This, you know, still.
So is this
in the beam here?
Is this like a cast?
No, I mean, it's still aluminum. It's just whatever plating that they put on this right here that makes it look like that.
This is like a full blown, like this starts out as a slug in his machine. This is like poured and then they just machine whatever they need to.
Yeah.
But damn, you can see the thing is, the thing's pretty set. So this is what goes in pretty much
any of our packages, yes.
awesome.
Yep. This right here is the shelf piston. This is Zach out there. The guy does our line home.
Well, this
He's
would
a
be-
tightwad.
This is for like a, you know, this is for, you know, if you're still going to run a reluctor wheel and stuff like that. It's
Right.
not a full skirted deal. Like this is, I don't know, 1800 horsepower.
Black Sheep stage 1, stage 2.
Yep.
Right,
You
so
know,
once you get over 1800, 2000 horsepower plus, you know, then we move the reluctor wheel outside. You'll run a crank trigger setup like this.
so this is the crank pickup. All you LS guys know about the reluctor wheel on the back of the crank.
Yep, and then this will be full skirted, which is, you know, it's even more beef, and then they can add some more material around here with the skirt and stuff. I mean, you start beating on these things, stuff starts moving around. Obviously, that's the reason for the billet pistons and then, you know, cast stuff. And not saying you can't make 2500 with this piston. It happens. Whatever. But at the end of the day, like all of these parts, whenever you get a horsepower rating on a part, a rod, a cylinder head, or whatever, they try to keep a cycle amount in mind when they're saying that. Like, yeah, it might make 3500 horsepower, but it's only going to do it one time.
Yep.
So they try to keep that in mind. You know what I mean?
Yep, no, that's for sure. Those pistons are badass. I can tell you for a fact that piston in a Black Sheep Stage 1, now the rating is only 1,000, maybe 1,100, but it will make, you know, 1,500, 1,600 for at least 10 passes. That's where we're at right now.
Absolutely.
We've done it. Check those out. The Black Sheep Stage 1, Stage 2, and the Stage 3 is definitely the more, you know, high-end race. That's what we got in the Black Sheep, where we're literally out there cracking
Well,
skulls.
then see what John's trying to show here is when these customers call or they bring their own pistons and stuff, and we try to upsell them, they try to say, you know, we're going to make 15 to 1800 horsepower or something like that. Okay, so the shelf piston may work if you're in the 1500 and below, but once you start going up in the horsepower, like we're recommending this for longevity. Not that it won't do it, but you know, these if something happens, you know, an injector gets hung or you have a little mishap, these parts they'll withstand that.
Yeah, when you get to
Others
that,
won't.
when you get to that real fine line when you're really pushing it, your room for error is 0.
Exactly.
One mess up and then boom, you're starting over from scratch.
And it's like we make the same amount of money on this set of pistons as the other set, so it's not like we're trying to sell you this because we're going to make $500 more.
So looking out for the best
case.
interest.
Absolutely.
Yep, awesome.
And that's we want a happy customer.
Yep.
We'd rather you buy it now than have to do it twice later and you'd be upset.
Although you guys are a machine shop and always pumping out motors, it's better if they just buy one and run it for a while. Because then you can make one for the next guy instead of making, you know, I remember my first year up here, listen, we were hard on the keyboard. We were like, you know, 0-4 with making an engine live for more than like 25 passes, but we got it figured out now, and we're killing it.
Yeah, you took out the scrap button. Like that was figure it out. Definition.
It was mixed half-inch head stud kits.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that. Damn, you guys are all professional with the TKM like that.
We just need a straight cutter, you know, the scissors ain't working out too good.
Yeah, skinny, come on. You got to tighten up, my guy. You gotta tighten up. All right, so is the LS stuff out of the way? So I'm not going to tell all you LS guys to leave now, but just for the Coyote people so they don't get upset, just stay and hang around. They've made some kind of cool
This is our
stuff.
bracket that we made for doing the cam sync, so we can take our LS cam gear, stick it on here, and then drill and tap it for our magnet like we used before with the cam
Ain't
sync.
no way.
Yep, absolutely. Took a cam and cut it off, took it in there to Nebraska, the engineer guys. I mean, those guys, you give them an idea.
That is awesome.
So I can take this and put it in there in the mill, in the vise, clamp it down, just sort of get it over there, drill it, tap it, done deal. And I can do 100 of them back to back to back to back.
That is awesome.
I mean, a monkey can do it, as they say. There we go. Thumbs up.
Working, man.
He's just showing off to the camera.
So you guys are offering the, that's what he's talking about, goes along with this. It is the cam sensor kit. So you're going to be able to run a HOLLEY cam sensor stock front cover, which really no one else really does except for someone who cuts a piece of aluminum and drills and taps a hole themselves. So they make it easy, and they got it all set up. So all you got to do is bolt that stuff on, and then you'll be able to plug it up to your HOLLEY. I like the HOLLEY cam sensor better than the factory cam sensor. I feel like I'm running HOLLEY, everything else,
Yeah.
might as well.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, I don't know, the benefits, I mean, essentially probably just about the same in price. I mean,
Depending on what pole cam sensor you have to run. You have to change your firing order,
Yeah.
which I do know that. So I know that if you go with this combo, you can run it true and don't really have to do any kind of mix matching or anything
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that.
it's not really that big of a deal. Don't get mad at me here, but like if you had the fuel tank, it's not a big deal.
How dare you? How dare you say such a thing?
If you have the Holley, they prefer the single pole deal, and sometimes the customers, they just don't have it, you know what I mean? And so this just makes it easier.
Yep.
I mean, all you have to do is drill it, put this in, boom, you're done. I mean, they don't have, they can send us their stuff, we can send them all new stuff, they can buy this, they can buy just this, you know, they can buy all this stuff individually as a package, however they want it.
Made it as modular as possible. It's very nice.
Yeah,
It's like Burger
it's all
King
about
here.
ease of use, right? Like if you make it easy, that's what people want, that's
Yep.
what we want, that's what I, you know.
It's on the website with a drop-down box where you can choose how you want to do it.
Awesome.
All the way with the timer set with it already installed.
First link in the description below, take you over to the TCAM website where you can browse and check out all the stuff. They got the engine packages up there, Coyote engine packages, all this stuff. And now you got some lift plates and stuff like that. So what do we got here? You're the resident Coyote expert.
I reckon.
You are. I mean, you've earned it.
So we like the Coyotes around here. Just let them get to us. LS, you know, we're half and half.
All right,
You
all
know,
right.
so this right here, you know, so we decided we was gonna do a lift plate. You know, I've already got, you know, people asking for small bolts. I had one over my head today, full on bolt, didn't fall out of the sky. We're good to go. You know, I also heard that we kind of copying somebody else, you know, but hey, I'm pretty sure they copied somebody's too.
Everyone's at some point in time you're copying. I'm the only person that makes true originals. Just so everyone knows, everyone else is copying everything.
It's not gonna wear off. You know, we only did 4 bolt holes versus all of them. Like I say, and it held up just fine
Most of the
today.
time when we do stuff like this, it's not about making money. It's not. It's we can't get them. You know what I mean? So if we can't get stuff, we have a full facility out here. We'll just make them. You know?
Also, how many Coyote engines do you guys sell here a week?
A bunch.
So
As many as we can get parts.
you
for.
can strap that to the top of it. You guys can load it up easier. The person at home can stick it in
And
their
I
car
promise
easier.
you're gonna thank me whenever you're not hooking a chain up and you got this on the cherry picker trying to get that thing in the motor. And it covers the intake ports too while it's, you know, being shipped.
Multi-use.
I actually pulled an engine here. We're kind of helping a customer out. It was sort of a crazy deal, but this made it. It was amazing. Like it was somewhat of a race car, but it was built off of an actual, you know, VIN number vehicle. So it was kind of a bitch to get in there and get stuff. But this thing, you could hook it up certain ways and lift everything up and get it out. I mean, it was. I really was surprised. And I mean, I'm not trying to sell them.
I mean, it's just, they're useful to have compared to a
works.
chain or anything like that. It's very useful. So that's on the website, and then more Coyote stuff.
Yep. So this right here, this is for the HOLLEY twin turbo guys. So instead of running the manual that they include, so this is set up for an ATI balancer. This is gonna be our new one. I'm waiting on more of them to get made so I can have them hard-handedized. But in the meantime, I have these right here ready to go. So like I say, it's gonna replace the 9-inch bolt that you have in the manual that's been known to loosen up and mess up the crank and everything else. Like I say, it's just a real clean-cut design that you won't have to worry about. You can still run your kinetic crank stud if you want to, or anything else like that right there.
Awesome. And you guys are making, these are for the ATI balancers. You guys are
Right,
making
we're gonna
them.
make them for the Innovative West also.
Awesome.
They're in
Hell
the
yeah.
works.
This is for a scavenge pump, right?
Right, yeah, for the HOLLEY twin turbo kits, yes sir.
And this, you know, this is just another extenuation of this. Like, there's a need. We see an issue. Like every part that's made, you know, all of these.
Like this stuff right here. I mean, hell, all that stuff.
There's a use for it. We find a use for it. We make a part. We do whatever. Somebody feels like they need to make it, or they want to make it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty for everybody. So
Awesome. Well, guys, there you have it. TCAM Performance. Go check out their website. Give John Boy a call. Leave him a message. Call you back. If you get an engine built, Sammy might touch it.
Mike.
Just mine. Just mine. Just mine.
Can't leave out Brian.
Hey Brian, what do you got to say to the people at home? You know, we don't show you a lot. We got to show you some love. You get like 2 lines. That's all you can say, and I'm gonna edit you out. So make it quick.
He has a salty chicken.
You have a salty chicken?
Yeah, I just sit back here and make fart noises and see if it gets picked up on the camera.
I love it. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna wrap up today's video. Quick stop by here at TCAM Performance. Got the Red Lobster motor back. Shot to Sammy. Sammy put that thing together. So hey. Oh yeah, that's some top secret stuff. We're doing some blower stuff up here. We're gonna see. Last time the Red Lobster ran, Kevin drove it and spun all the bearings. So do we let him drive it anymore?
Might as well.
I think it's an inside job. I think he did it. He tuned the bearings out of it.
Right.
He's like, oh, well, we'll get him to build another one up here. Stroke of the keyboard.
We call it's a common denominator, right?
Yeah.
Like he's the common denominator.
It is. It is.
Always, 100%.
All right. Well, you guys know where to go. TKMperformance.com. Check them out. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you when we get back to the shop.